I am still thinking, yep, see, I knew it! I knew that would be my first blooper, because I almost lost it, and then I mentioned the streak, and then... Hello there, heroes. I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another Power Rangers Ninja Steel hiatus video. Yes, these are back. The hiatus videos have been gone for a couple of weeks. 1 week, since you looked at me, turned your head to the side, sorry. 1 week was to get the episode review numbers and the hiatus video numbers to link up, so the week numbers were the same. The hiatus videos were 1 week ahead. Then I realized that September 30th was Nickelodeon's Worldwide Day of Play and Ninja Steel wouldn't be airing. So I was able to just go ahead and only do an episode review the week before, since I knew the hiatus videos would be catching up the following week. And besides, this was a video that I wanted to take some time to think about because honestly it's a video that I kind of struggle with, and I'm going to be really real with you folks this week. I have always struggled with whether or not to classify myself as a YouTuber. It's not my career. I work at a theme park, in case any of you don't know. But I do dedicate a lot of time to this channel, and I want it to grow and expand. And with the way I'm talking, you've probably figured out what this video is going to be about. So yes, my fellow heroes, it's time to take a look at the state of the channel. The idea for State of the Channel is obviously inspired by the State of the Union, a speech that the American president makes to Congress and the nation, since it's televised, every year except for the first year of a new president's term. So no, we're not getting one from President Trump this year. There's sort of a prevailing idea in these speeches that regardless of what is going on in the country, the State of the Union is always strong. It's kind of a pride thing. All the previous presidents, well, most of them anyway, have said that the State of the Union is strong, and newer presidents don't want to be seen as responsible for a decline if they say that it's not. If a president were to say that the State of the Union was not strong, it would be newsworthy, shocking, and attention-grabbing. And indeed, in my first State of the Channel video in March of 2016, I said that the State of the Channel was strong. I had just passed 10,000 subscribers and was really excited about where this channel was going. But today, I'm gonna make some waves. My fellow heroes, the state of Orange Ranger videos is stagnant. Now, that's not entirely a bad thing. The channel was in a good place last year, and I think it's in kind of the same good place this year. This channel has been entirely focused on Power Rangers episode reviews, and I am proud to say that those have been coming out on a regular basis with very little, if any, delay. Regardless of what's been going on in my life, I've been getting those videos done and posted. I do wish I could get them out earlier in the week. We seem to be settling into a schedule of them coming out on either Thursday or Friday, but hey, that's just what's working out for me right now. It's the stuff that isn't the episode reviews where I feel like I've been coming up short. First of all, the recent Ninja Steel hiatus was an abject failure and disaster, to the point that we are nearly done with the first season of Ninja Steel, and I'm still releasing hiatus videos. Now, I did have something of a good reason. Summer is the busiest season where I work, and the hours got crazy long and left me without much free time. However, I still dedicated myself to a schedule of getting those videos out, and I feel like I failed you viewers in not getting them out in a timely fashion. That failure doesn't just embarrass me, it takes ambitions that I had for additional content for the channel and makes me feel silly for even thinking about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to reveal this, but I've decided to since it fits in with the theme of this video overall. I was going to review Disney XD's new DuckTales cartoon. It was something that I enjoyed very much in the past. It's nostalgic for me, etc. I was so certain that I was going to do this that I had Gary, aka Trekker Prize, create graphics for those reviews, which you're seeing now. But I just didn't feel like I had the time, and again, I feel like I'm falling short even getting my regular content out on schedule. I also have some thoughts about reviewing Star Trek Discovery, which is excellent, by the way, and well worth the CBS All Access fee, even though that's not something I find really cool, but still, it's worth it. And The Orville, a comedic sci-fi show on Fox that is actually also quite good. These wouldn't be full-on reviews like my Ninja Steel videos, more reactions. Think my Ninja Steel reviews without the plot summary section, just pros and cons and a score. Now, you might notice that I'm talking about DuckTales in a past tense, like I've already dismissed it, but I'm talking about these in a more present tense. That's because this is not an idea that I've dismissed just yet. I am still thinking about it. Do you heroes want me to review Star Trek Discovery and The Orville? Let me know in the comments below. Now I get to a topic that I get asked about from time to time in the comments, but it continues to persist. Patreon. When am I starting a Patreon? What's going to be on my Patreon? Will I review something if I do a Patreon? This is a video where I'm being incredibly real with you folks, so I want to be honest about this too. There are two primary reasons that I have not started a Patreon yet. The first is a sense that I haven't earned it yet, that I haven't been enough of a quality YouTuber to warrant being on Patreon just yet. I mean, once again, take a look at the most recent hiatus. I couldn't handle doing one video a week and having a job, and now I want you folks to pay me? The second may be a little bit stranger of an idea, but it's still something that I feel pretty strongly about. I know that even with my track record, there are those of you in my audience, my heroes, my supporters, that would still pledge to a Patreon if I set one up. And that is incredible to me. To know that there's anyone out there in the world that appreciates the work that I do on this channel enough to pay me to do it, that's a pretty amazing feeling. The question is, just how many of you would or could? There are a lot of you out there watching that just can't support me financially. Either you're too young to have access to that kind of money, or you just don't have the money to spare. And I cannot stress enough how incredibly fine and okay I am with that. I appreciate the heck out of you guys watching my videos at all, and you can still support the channel by liking videos, commenting, sharing links to the videos, you know, all that good spread the word stuff. So what am I talking about then? Okay, let's say that maybe 5 of you are able to and decide to support my channel on Patreon at $5 a month. I've got to be honest with you folks, $25 a month is not going to make that much of a difference. That's clearly not life-changing money, definitely not career-changing money. So I'd feel kind of bad taking money from those people when the most I'd be using it for is paying for the Starbucks that I get when I upload videos, or maybe saving it up to make one big equipment purchase a year. That's why I've held off so long. I feel like I wouldn't be comfortable with having a Patreon unless it really was something that changed my life, unless there was such a strong showing of support that it was the difference between what I do now and having Orange Ranger videos be my career. On the other hand, sometimes I do feel like if there are those of you out there, and I know there are, that love my content so much that you do want to pay me for it, maybe that is something I should just graciously accept. So, as frustrating as I know this is going to be for some of you, obviously I am not yet decided on the issue of Patreon. This time, I will say that I am hoping to have that issue resolved by the time Super Ninja Steel episode reviews begin. However, I do feel the need to point out that I have already provided a way for you to provide financial support to my channel if that's something you feel strongly about. I have an account with Digital Tip Jar, which is a website that you can visit to toss just a couple of bucks my way if you happen to like one of my videos. It's at digitaltipjar.com/OrangeRangerVID. I actually mention it at the end of all of my videos, which I think may actually be the problem and the reason it hasn't seen a lot of support yet. I'm not sure how many of you are making it to the end of my videos. I do know they're pretty long. That's a shame though, because I put my bloopers at the end of my videos and some of those can be pretty dang funny. You know, I'll probably do a blooper compilation video during the off season. That could be good. But I digest. Another reason that I say the channel is stagnating is that subscription growth has really flattened out. Let's get all nerdy and take a look at some of the numbers. From the time of my first Power Rangers episode review, February 21st, 2014, and reaching 10,000 subscribers, March 7th, 2016, so just over 2 years, I gained 7,778 subscribers. Between 10,000 subscribers and now, just over a year and a half, I've only, and I use that term very loosely because it's still a pretty big number, and I appreciate every single one, gained 2,867 subscribers. Now, some of that is on me and some of that isn't. YouTube's landscape is changing daily, and many people have just left the entire platform for various reasons. To be totally clear, when I say that I have gained over 2,800 subscribers, what that really means is that I have added over 4,000 subscribers in that time frame. I've just also lost around 1,200 in the same time frame for a number of different reasons, although the vast majority seem to just be people that have unsubscribed from the channel, which is fine. However, the best way to see consistent growth on a YouTube channel is to consistently produce content on a regular schedule, and that is something I have failed at. Even my episode reviews, which I just said I was really proud about getting out every week, hardly seem to have a consistent day and time for their release. That is something I'm going to work on, though I will admit that having a consistent life schedule is something that would certainly help. I know that I've sounded incredibly uncertain and perhaps even a little depressed in this video, so let me wrap things up with some positive, definitive statements. I have no plans to stop doing Power Rangers episode reviews. Even if that's all this channel is, it is the foundation of Orange Ranger videos, and that is not going to change. And I do still have plans, even though I haven't figured out how to do them, to grow this channel and to make it more ambitious by offering more and different types of content. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure you guys have been missing Kaizoku and Chomsky. You haven't gotten to see much of them lately. So guys, do you mind zapping over here for a second? Hey folks, we know it's been a hot minute since you've seen us and all.
Right, but don't worry, we're here behind the scenes working on the videos.
Sure are, and I bet some of you even miss Silver Skull and his weirdos in your own way.
I sure don't, but sadly, I can't report that they've been destroyed or even given up. They're still out there, and I'm sure they'll be back to cause more trouble.
Yeah, and I'm sure they could even find more freaks to cause us trouble.
Oh, Chomsky, don't even think that. They are bad enough.
Hey, relax, Bolts. I'm pulling your treads. Thanks, guys. So yeah, the story segments of my life, which it's a little weird to call story segments when villains are trying to take over my YouTube channel, but that's what you folks know them as, will be returning at some point soon, probably over the holidays and during the off season, since that's when I have time to document my battles with them. So this is the part of the video that I consider the most important, right down to the point that you may have noticed anywhere that I posted this video, I made this the primary text info. Tell me what y'all want. What do you folks want me to review? And yes, if you've already asked and I've said no, ask ask me again. I'll probably say no again, but it never hurts to ask. You never know. Let me know just how badly you want me to start a Patreon. And by the way, let me know some perks, some ideas for perks for it, because that's something that's kind of important. I'll want to give something special back to people who support me. Any kind of new content or videos that you want me to create, just any ideas that you have for Orange Ranger videos, let me know in the comments below. Hey, that rhymed. And finally, thank you. Thank you to all 12,894 of you that are subscribers to this channel as of the time of this video's writing. Thank you for all of you watching this video that are not subscribers. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, but even if you don't, thank you. Thank you for people who leave great comments in the comments section and create great conversations and discourse both with me and with fellow fans. Thank you to everybody who likes and shares the video and helps spread the word about Orange Ranger videos. Thank you to anyone and everyone who has supported this channel, and may the power continue to protect us all. Just the pros and cons and a score. 5 of you watching. I'm gonna be honest with you folks, $25 a month is not that big. No, that's not what I want to say. Isn't going to make that much of a difference. $25 is, I keep wanting to say not that big of a deal. At the most, I can use it to cover the Starbucks that I get. $25 a month is not going to make that much of a difference. So, as weird as it is to call villains trying to take over my YouTube channel story segments, we'll be